Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Marvin Velasquez SongLists Show, another edition for MVSS. Thanks, God, it's Friday. In just a couple of minutes, ay makakasama po natin si Miss Ahir. She is a singer, songwriter, and of course, recording artist all the way from Qatar. So, pamaya-maya po ay makakasama po natin siya. But for the meantime, of course, I'll be playing the song of hope for COVID-19, since ito nga medyo sabi ng DOH ay meron daw tayong bagong Delta Cron. Wow, talagang kulang na lang Voltron, di ba? Kulang na lang Voltron. Woo! Anyway, here we go. Beast from Wuhan.
Virus from Wuhan that grips the lives of everyone.
This 2020 superbug makes everybody feeling sad.
Life's working and socializing. This awful scourge keeps us worrying.
This killer beast from Wuhan, spreading fears across the land. Together we fight against this fear of the to the ground. We will destroy it to the ground. Together we fight against this fear of the world. Together we stand with God's love. We'll win this fight. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Together we fight against this fear of the world. Together we fight. Together we stand with God's love. We'll win this fight. Together we fight against this fear of the world. Together we stand with God's love. We'll win this fight. We shall overcome.
believe, guys, we shall overcome. At ito nga, sabi ng DOH, ay meron daw panibagong posibleng maging surge na naman ng COVID-19, and this would be Deltacron. And I think it's kind of scary in a way because talaga namang hindi pa naman napapatunayan at hindi pa tested talaga yung magiging epekto niyan, since we had already learned and experienced the virus from Delta and the Omicron. But I think pinagsanib pwersa ito ngayon, and I was like really frightened nowadays. But since iisa lang ang gamot ng COVID dito sa Philippines, election. So, it's kind of election, but it's seriously speaking, kailangan po tayo talaga mag-ingat, although especially in the UK, the mandates there is already over, and as a matter of fact, people are now allowing, without wearing some protective gear or some sort of face mask and all that, but it's on your end kung talagang mag-iingat ka. So yan, mag-iingat-ingat pa rin po talaga tayo. And yan, dahil nalalapit na ang paglabas ng aming script sa Pera Kwarta sa Lapi, the musical movie, and our shooting will be rolling up by next month, by April. So talaga naman, we are looking forward for that. And syempre, I'll be playing the Pera Kwarta sa Lapi music video and shoot at Brighton, UK. So here we go. Pera Kwarta sa Lapi, composed by Erasmo Rasimalin, arranged by, who arranged this one? Richie Ramos, and sung by yours truly. Here we go. Pera Kwarta sa Lapi.
Dito sa mundo ay kumilos ka sa buhay mo. Biyahe dito at biyahe doon upang kumita ka sa takdang panahon. Ay bilis ng oras at araw, mismo tayo'y magsigalaw. Pera at kwartang kay hirap hanapin, laging ipunin, wag wawaldasin. Kung sa loterya ka papalarin, sa Las Vegas doon nakatingin, lumingon ka sa Monaco na rin, baka sa Macau ka sueswertihin. Pera, kwarta na, salapi, pera, kwarta na, salapi, pera, kwarta na, salapi, kay sarap nang may pera sa bulsa, lalo na pag nasa palad mo na. Pera, kwarta, salapi na. Dubirubiram, param. Kay bilis ng oras at araw, mismo tayo'y magsigalaw. Pera at kwartang kay hirap hanapin, laging ipunin, wag wawaldasin. Kung sa loterya ka papalarin, sa Las Vegas doon nakatingin, lumingon ka sa Monaco na rin, baka sa Macau ka sueswertihin. Pera, kwarta na, salapi, salapi. Pera, pera, kwarta, kwarta na. Salapi, salapi, salapi. Pera, pera, kwarta, kwarta na. Salapi, salapi, salapi. Kay sarap ng may pera sa bulsa, lalo na pag nasa palad mo na. Pera, kwarta, salapi na. Kay sarap ng may pera sa bulsa, lalo na pag nasa palad mo na. Pera, kwarta, salapi na. Pera, kwarta, salapi na. Ligaya na, salapi na.
That was Pera Cuarta, Cuarta Salapi, composed by, of course, a good friend of mine and my producer, and Erasmus, our CEO, Erasmus Rastimalin, arranged by Richie Ramos. And, yep, that would be a musical movie of the year 2022. And, of course, greeting the lovely people around the world, Ma'am Ina, the singing educator of the Philippines. And she says, oh me. Of course, the Tina Turner of the Philippines says, hello, Marvin Velasquez, and to all the beautiful viewers of the show. Thank you so much. And Miss Nilita Fernandez says, blessed Friday evening to all. Thank you so much. And Sir James Kamen from Wisconsin, USA says, hello, Marvin and all. Thank you so much. And Ma'am Nilita Fernando added, good evening, my good friend, Marvin. Thank you so much for watching. And the Just Croon of the Philippines, hi, beautiful people. Greetings from the Just Crooner, Rico Garcia. And Dinita Fernando added, hello, good evening, Mr. Rico. And Mom Ina says, hello, bros and sister. And of course, Rico Garcia added, good evening, host Marvin Velasquez. Wow, thank you so much. And Miss Ninita Fernando put a lot of emoji. And Carol Baxter, all the way from Scotland, says, hi, Marvin. Thank you so much, Miss Carol Baxter, for watching. And she added, how are you doing? Great voice. Thank you so much. And Len Bicapulong, all the way from Missouri, USA, says, hello, lovely people all over the world. Thank you so much, Miss Len Bicapulong. And she added, hello, Erasmus Star Talents in Entertainment Management. And Carol Baxter says, hi, Len. And Ma'am Ina says, please play to our production song, group song. That would be soon, Madam. Because for the meantime, kailangan talagang kailangan gawin pa yung video. All right. And Miss Len Vicapulong says, hello, Mr. Marvin Velasquez, the boss honorable president of the Philippines. Thank you so much for that. Greetings. And Nilita Fernando says, good evening, Ate Len. And Miss Len added, hello, Sis Jam Mascareñas. All right. Since my song is already out in the market, nag-iba ka na, it's already streamable and downloadable to over 200 digital stores worldwide. 200 dyan eh. Pag ikaw pa naman nagkulang ewan ko na lang. 200 digital stores worldwide. Seriously speaking, it is in Spotify, Apple Music, Shazam, Deezer, Apple Play, Google Play, and Apple Music. So, yeah, this was composed by, of course, the 5th Asian Luminaire. Asia Pacific, the 5th Asia Pacific Luminaire Award. He is Fort Malini. And the song, Nag-iba Ka Na. Here we go.
Nasaan ang mga halik, yung nag-iinit at nananabik. Mistulang ulila akong kumakapit, ikaw pala'y di na pumipikit. Nagsawa marahil ang puso, at sa pagsuyo lagi ka nang lumalayo. Dahil dati-rati tayo'y nasa ulap, ngayon gadiunan ang kayakap. Nag-iba na ang ihip ng hangin, nag-iba na ang isip, pati na ang damdamin. Di na tumitibok gaya ng dati. Bakit nga ba nag-iba ka na? Masdan mo, may ka ba sa aking dibdib? At tayo ay nasa panganib. Maligtas pa kaya ang pagmamahalan? Ano nga ba ang tunay na dahilan? Nag-iba na ang ihip ng hangin, nag-iba na ang isip, pati na ang damdamin. Di na tumitibok gaya ng dati. Bakit nga ba nag-iba ka na? Di ba nangako tayo sa isa't isa na ang pag-ibig ay di magbabago? Nag-iba na ang ihip ng hangin, nag-iba na ang isip, pati na ang damdamin. Di na tumitibok gaya ng dati. O bakit nga ba nag-iba na ang ihip ng hangin, nag-iba na ang isip, pati na ang damdamin. Di na tumitibok gaya ng dati. Bakit nga ba? Sabihin mo, sinta, bakit nga ba nag-iba ka na?
Ay na, apo na yan. That was nag-iba ka na. Ayun. And my next bonus would be, of course, in just a couple of minutes, in just a few minutes, Miss Ahir from Qatar. He is a singer and recording artist from Qatar, will be gracing our show for tonight. So just hang in there, and she will be appearing later on in the show. But for the meantime, I'll be playing the song from Love Struck in London Square from the jazz crew of the Philippines, Rico Garcia.
so square, gazing down so square, walking through Piccadilly, we found ourselves in Berkeley Square. Love struck in London Square. Eros watch over us, taking some photographs, souvenirs that last forever. We're all together in Leicester Square. Love struck in London Square, and as we dance in Trafalgar Square, holding hands with magic in our eyes. Our hearts became one in Golden Square. Love struck in London Square. Then at Parliament Square, Big Ben started to share. Bells pealed all day to greet us. People stared at the two of us. Love struck in London Square, and as we dance in Trafalgar Square, holding hands with magic in our eyes. Our hearts became one in Golden Square. Love struck, ooh, love struck, love struck in London Square.
Wow! Sana all. And before AHIR, all the way from Qatar, will be appearing in our show for tonight. I'll be playing Angel Ko by the singing educator of the Philippines, Mom, composed by Sir Russ Malili, entitled Angel Ko. Wow, Angel. All right, here we go.
Panaginip ko'y ikaw, pagkat larawan mo ang lagi kong tanaw. Sa kilos at ngiti mong nakakatawa, sasabi. Ikaw ang lunas at anghel ko sa pag-ibig. Kahit na sinong hadlang, anghel kong tanging. Pagsubok at dusa ay kakayanin ko. Sabihin man nila, baliw ako sa'yo. Basta't ang alam ko, ako'y iyo. Minamahal, mahal kita, anghel kong tunay. Dalangin ko sa may kapal, kapiling ka. Papira para perurero sa kilos at ngiti mong nakasasabi. Ikaw ang lunas, anghel ko sa pag-ibig. Kahit na sinong hadlang, anghel kong tanging. Pagsubok at dusa ay kakayanin ko. Sabihin man nila, baliw ako sa'yo. Basta't ang alam ko, ako'y iyo. Mahal, mahal kita, anghel kong tunay. Dalangin ko sa may kapal, kapiling ka. Anghel ko sa ligaya, bigyan mo ng pag-asa. Anghel ko, kailan pa man.
Lovely. And my next piece would be The Unreachable Star from the Premier Balladeer of London, Joel Esmeralda.
From a distant horizon, there waits somehow all my dreams and my passion to be there at last and to follow the star wherever I am in this world, whatever life holds. Someday you'll see I'll get there with conviction. That's where I'll be to pursue my direction. I will try my best and reach out for my quest. The wish of my life is to make my dreams come alive. How wonderful to search for a bright star. It's so heavenly with celestial beauty, and to fly up high like an eagle in the sky. The unreachable star finally is within my range and sight. The courage to fight with all of my strength and might. Alone all by myself. Wherever I am in this world, whatever life holds, someday you'll see I'll get there with conviction. That's where I'll be to pursue my direction. I will try my best and reach out for my quest. The wish of my life is to make my dreams come alive. How wonderful to search for a bright star. It's so heavenly with celestial beauty, and to fly up high like an eagle in the sky. The unreachable star finally is within my range and sight. The courage to fight with all of my strength and might. I'm all by myself. The unreachable star, the unreachable star.
Taman, ayan. The Unreachable Star, wow. Another one song before AHIR, all the way from, she's a he's singer and recording artist all the way from Qatar. Before we come in and moving on, but prior to that, I'll be playing Beautiful in Pain by the Tina Turner of the Philippines, Miss Tina Turner herself, Miss Jem Mascareñas.
This is beautiful and pain is what I feel inside. I let myself move on and believe the time will heal a broken heart that's hurting inside. I'll just close my eyes and think of you. I know my life without you brings emptiness and loneliness. My heart tells me to look out the beauty of my pain. Oh, my life is filled in pain, but somehow I'll just get by. For I know my love for you. For I know my love for you. For I know my love for you will never ever die. So beautiful in pain.
Wow. All right. Okay. Mega shout out to Joel Miranda, to Professor Alfredo Agustin. Cynthia Garcia is watching right now. Thank you so much to all of you. And of course, I'll be playing one of the significance mashup of Ahir before we enter. Okay, here we go.
We say la 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 la. We say la 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 la. We say la 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 la.
रानी ननद मला लिया मेहनत को निभाही डालिया रानी ननद मला लिया हदरू है ना फी कुफिया لازم الجهيب را بدوا صارت تكون جميلة يا الحبيبة أو لا لا اليوم
Our celebrity guest for tonight, all the way from Qatar, Ahir.
Hi, Marvin. Thank you
Hello.
for having me. Such a pleasure.
Of
Love
course.
chatting with you. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Greetings
All
to
right.
everyone out there.
Definitely, Ahir. This would be your second time, but unfortunately,
Yes.
your first time was with being joked by Facebook before.
Yeah. I
All
hope this
right.
time it's not like that.
Exactly. Since we are worldwide for tonight, and some of our viewers are all the way from different parts of the world, um, of course, just like before that I've asked you, who is Ahir in the field of music industry?
Okay, so Ahir is just another person like any of us who loves music, breathes music, sleeps music, thinks
Mhm.
music. So actually, it's very easy to get rid of me. Just have to take out music from my life and I'm gone. So I cannot live without music. Music is everything for me. I think it's more of a therapy for me than
Mhm.
anything else. So I think the survival part, the happiness, the sadness, everything is music for me. So Ahir is all about music. The name actually is a musical name. It was given by my mother. She is an Indian classical trained artist, and she's not professional, but I've come from a musical family. So my mom gave me this name, and it's one of the ragas in Indian classical music. The name of the raga is Ahir Bhairav. And as you know, Indian classical music is really vast, and it has a lot of
Exactly.
ragas, like thousands
Mhm,
of ragas.
mhm,
So one of the name of one of the ragas is Ahir, Ahir Bhairav. That's the full name. So Ahir is the one that my mom gave me, and there is a time for every raga. So the time for Ahir Bhairav is early morning at 4 a.m. So the name itself is musical, and since a very young age, I've always been very inclined with music. When I was in the second grade, I remember I was 24/7 into music, listening to music, and that is when my mom realized that I think she should be trained, and she took me seriously, and she got me into training, and then that's how it is, and that's it. That's where it started,
wow,
and the journey begins. Yeah.
love that. And of course, apart from the influence from your mother, who used to be a classical singer, but I would like to ask you, who would be your biggest influencer apart from your mother?
Actually, I have a lot of people that I get influenced by and get motivated and empowered. I think all the strong women in the world, I think growing up, seeing my mom, and then all the artists around the world who's, especially in music, who's
Mhm,
the struggled, who struggled and become big. I think they are the biggest inspirations. Not
mhm,
something that has been given to them in a platter, but something that they have really worked hard and reached a certain goal or a certain place in the music industry.
mhm,
So few names I've listened to Celine Dion. I'm a huge fan of Celine Dion's. I've been very inclined to pop music since a very younger age, like since I was trained in Indian classical, being in India. But we were exposed to a lot of Western form of music from the part of India that I come from. So we had the MTV and Channel V's in those times, and it would be on 24/7 in our house. And I would listen to Celine Dion and Elton John and Michael Jackson and Madonna, and I would listen to everything. There was no genre. Anything that would soothe my ears, I would just listen to it. And that's when everything started. And I realized slowly, and my family realized slowly, that, okay, so she's got a knack for the Western form
mhm.
more. And my biggest inspirations would be anybody who struggled and who's made it big. So a few names would be Celine Dion, Michael Jackson. Now it would be, I love Taylor Swift. I think she's great. I think she's a fighter. She's really gone from scratch to where she is today.
Mhm, mhm,
And Adele, I love her music as well. So
mhm,
yeah, so these are the few people that I'm inspired to. And one more, Eminem. I'm a huge fan of Eminem. Huge, huge,
mhm.
huge fan of Eminem.
Me too.
So
Wow.
yes, so he's come from. I think he's extremely inspiring, and his life story and what he's done and where he is today.
Mhm,
I think I'm hugely inspired by him as well. So yeah,
mhm.
so these are the
Wow.
few names.
Well said.
Thank you.
I hear we knew for a fact that, of course, the mandates, I don't know, here in the Philippines, the mandates of the COVID-19 here is already loosened up. And as a
Yeah.
matter of fact, there's a lot of, in-out flights and so on and so forth. And as far as I know, our gig, yeah, we are allowable now to do our gig outside. How was your end in Qatar right now? Are you guys uh, loosen the mandates? How was
Um,
the COVID situation there?
you can say a month before was not very lenient,
Mhm,
but now,
mhm,
as you know, the FIFA World Cup is coming. It's knocking at the doors in
mhm,
Qatar, so it's a lot of preparation, and they have started because of the vaccination and the way the things have been in Qatar and the way they've implicated the rules. I think the things are getting loosened up now. They are. I think mostly by another month or two, they would build up. They would take off all the restrictions because a
mhm,
lot of people would be traveling to Qatar because of the World Cup. So they have a target of vaccinating everybody who's in Qatar, and it's not that restricted as it was 2 or 3 months back. We
Mhm.
can feel that it's loosening up. But yes, we do have the news coming up. I think a month back that things would get lifted up very soon. So we hope that things get back to normal.
Wow. And hope for the best, actually. And for your information, my friend, I think before I flew to London, I used to have my transit in Doha, Qatar.
Okay.
What is your airport? What's the name of it? Fahad?
Hamad International
Hamad,
Airport.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a huge, huge, huge
Yeah.
airport. And I was like, really, I roam around and I was like, oh my God, I'm probably lost because of this super big actually. And yeah, and apart from your music, are you also doing some writings in music? You do some writing?
I've not yet, honestly, I've not yet started writing, as in
Mhm,
I'm doing my bit like in the home, like kind of practicing, but I've not professionally started songwriting
mhm,
because but I would love to upgrade myself on that because eventually for the future I would like to write my own songs,
mhm,
but I need a little bit of training and practice and before I actually announce it to the world that I'm a songwriter. I just don't want to get that stamp before I
mhm.
actually work hard for it. But honestly, to be very honest, I am not a songwriter, but I would want to be a songwriter in the future and I want to upgrade myself to be a singer songwriter. So let's hope for
Exactly.
the best.
I'm hoping for the best, and I can't wait to hear some of your original songs in the future, actually, because it's so crucial for us to, being a singer wasn't that easy, but it's a peculiar things and unique way to do
Yes.
singing your own song, actually.
I do
And
have like the songs that I have released in
mhm,
2021 and going forward in 2022. They are my own songs. They are original songs, but the songs are
mhm,
written by someone else. So I have a team. So I have my
okay,
songwriter who writes my songs, and I have a production team. So I these are all original songs. They are not covers,
mhm,
but they are not written by me. So we are like a team. So
yes,
we like I do a little bit of contributing, like here and there with the musical
uh-huh,
production and things like that. But if I say songwriting, totally no. I do have Daniel Hollabaugh, who's in
mhm.
California, and she's done my songwriting part. She's great. So yes, so I have started releasing my own music, but I've not started writing my own music. So that's what I want to get at in the future.
Wow, wow, wow. Who knows? Which Okay, which specific genre you are targeting right now here? Because of course, there's a lot of artists, even though independent or unsigned or signed artists. Of course, there's a lot of artists over there. What kind of genre you are targeting and preferred for?
My genre is pop country mainly, and I like to sing in different languages. That's something that I like to experiment in. But my genre is pop and country.
Mm-hmm.
So like the song that I released this just a week back is just
Mm-hmm.
pop, just plain genre pop. I do want to, I do have plans of experimenting a little bit of like, pop is a very wide subject. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
generic genre where you can put in alternative pop, you can put in pop country, pop rock, punk pop, and there's so many things in pop. So pop itself is a very big genre, and then you can
Mm-hmm.
experiment with the other genres and get a mix of both. So that's where I want to go at with my later songs that I would release in
Mm-hmm.
this year. The first one was pop, like I said, and the next ones I'm working on a few with a little mixed genre, but it would be the base would be pop because my genre is pop and country. So mainly that's what I do. So, but I love to experiment things, and you never know. I mean,
Yes,
music
yes.
is so unpredictable. You don't know where you resonate and when you resonate, and what vibes with you, and you just go with the flow.
And music is an open-ended. We should be
Yeah.
open to any opportunity and possibility. Okay. I as I've noticed, especially from this mashup, Zes La Vie, you've working with a different multicultural
Yeah.
people. How was that? How was working with them?
So
from a multicultural artist?
yes, it was wonderful actually. C'est la vie is uh, a, an original song from Chef Khalid,
Mhm.
right? So he sang that song. So that time I was into covers. So I started doing cover songs when I got independent. So that was a cover that I did, mashup of C'est la vie
Mhm.
and one of a
Mhm.
very Bollywood famous song, which I clubbed together and made a mashup of.
Yes.
So when I did C'est la vie, I wanted to have, because C'est la vie is a very the meaning is very, like, you know, it's more of mix of cultures and it's about everybody. Everybody can relate to C'est la vie. So I
Mhm.
wanted to get a lot of nationalities, and being in Qatar, that's our, I think that's our advantage, that you get to know a
Yes.
lot of people from different cultures.
There's a
So
lot.
I
Yes.
wanted, yeah, so I wanted to involve people from different cultures because
Mhm.
I wanted to show that music is doesn't have any language and doesn't have any nationality. It's the same everywhere. It's the emotion that people understand. So C'est la vie was about that, and that's what. And I'm very, very thankful that everybody who's there in that video opted for it, and they were like, "Yeah, we want to be part of it." And you know, it was not work. Marvin, it was fun. It was like a party. So we had a party while we were shooting. And you
Wow.
could see it in the video that we were all like dancing and
Yes.
laughing and
Yes.
enjoying. And so it
Mhm.
was fun. It was so much fun. And we had this studio in Qatar called Katara Studios. And they were also very excited about this project. And they said, yeah, of course. And it's a Chef Khalid song and it's a cover and we would love to do it. And so everything was positive and it went out quite well. And actually a lot of people, like a lot of people from that, because Chef Khalid is from Algeria originally, he's an Algerian singer. So I did get a lot of comments from a lot of people from that part of the world who loved the song. And I'm so thankful that they accepted my version of the song because it's such a famous song of Chef Khalid, and
Exactly. Yes.
I
Yes.
was like, in fact, apprehensive whether I should even try it. But I'm
Mhm.
so glad and I'm so thankful that people accepted my version. And I
Mhm.
would love to do such mix, like such mashups, but I would want to go in for an original one in the future because
Mhm.
that's where all the fun is, because that's when you actually show your creativity. So yeah, so it was fun, Marvin. It was a
Really
lot of fun.
fun. Woo!
Yeah.
Love it. Here, as I can see in your face and the blink of your eyes, actually, you really love your passion into music, and doing this platform actually is like really enjoyable in your end. How did you start in the music industry?
I started learning music first. It was since I come from a musical family, my parents were extremely rigid. Like, I wouldn't say rigid, they were very, very headstrong about the fact that you need to first know the music, you need to know the subject, and
Mhm.
then get on to. So, being in India, I got into training for Indian classical music from my mom first, and then I had other coaches. And since I had a knack for Western form, I started singing. So being in India, I did not have the exposure to learn the Western form.
Mhm.
So I started exploring the lighter version, the commercial music part. So I wanted to get into Bollywood. So every Indian singer wants to be a part of Bollywood eventually. So that's how it is. So after I trained myself in classical music, I moved to Mumbai to sing in Bollywood. And when I had my first break, I remember that was in 2003 or no, 2004 or 5. That was one of the biggest hits in Bollywood, the song that I sang. And it's still heard today. So I'm very thankful for that opportunity. And it's a journey for me. It's never been like, okay, that's the destination, but that's been a wonderful journey where I've learned the mainstream music and the main major stepping stone of your career. So when I sang in Bollywood, then another movie. So in India, it's more about films. It's not singles, it's films. So you are a playback singer and you have an actress who acts in the movie, and you do the singing and the actress does the lip singing. So you are the voice behind the actress. That's how it
Wow.
is in Bollywood.
Wow.
So yeah, so I sang in 2 movies, and then I moved on to getting into. I had an opportunity to go out of India after that, and that's when I got exposed to more Western form of music. And obviously, having a knack of Western music, that's when I started mingling with with different cultures, with different forms of music. And now I am also learning the Western form of music. I'm also educating myself because there's so much to learn, Marvin. You know, it's not only about singing. There's so much to learn, so much knowledge out there. And I just love every time I get to know something, I'm so overwhelmed and I want to know more. So that's how it started. And then after I left, after came to Qatar, I started interacting with there are a lot of musicians in Qatar, a lot of Filipinos in Qatar who are such amazing musicians, you know. And I started interacting with them, started getting to know their form of music. And then it came to me that, you know what, covers. And then I started with covers as an independent artist. After covers, then I started doing my own music, and I got together a team of people who agreed to work with me and help me to release my own song. And that's when Rise Again happened in 2021. And then it's a journey and I'm still going on. So
Wow.
yeah.
Whew, very commendable. As a matter of fact, because of your passion and dedication with your music, the fruit of your labor comes out. And let's talk about this one. I think this is one of your, yes, proof. Yes. The
Yeah.
RJPL Creators Awards through 2021 in association with Jumping Minds. You are the winner for the Best Singer of the Year 2021. Oh my God. Please tell us about this one, just a bit
So
backstory.
this is actually Jumping Minds is actually an organization of mental health, and they
Lovely.
do a lot of contribution to people all over the world in mental health. These are organizations in India, and they reached out to me and they wanted me to be a part of this. And it's actually um, a lot of artists was in this category with me. So I just kind of, they said, okay. So I said, okay, I'll just submit my music. I'll just submit the one that I've released in 2021. So I've released 4 songs in 2021, starting with 2 pop songs and 2
Mhm.
Hindi songs.
Wow.
So one of the Hindi songs was called Janam, which means sweetheart. Okay. That was the song that I submitted for nomination, and it got nominated
Wow.
and then went over to win the award. It's just voting. So it was a public vote. It was not something that a panel sat and did the voting.
Yes.
So the
Mhm.
song was out in the public, and I'm very glad that the public liked it, because I honestly, there were so many artists in that category, and I was like, okay, I don't know, but I'm so glad that they liked the song. It's an original song, and they liked our production and our efforts, and I won. So,
Wow.
but I know that the other artists were also equally very, very good. And so it's not about awards. It's about the artists' efforts that's been appreciated by so many people, because the people vote for you. So that was overwhelming, and that was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience.
Wow. And I think you have, as you uh, mentioned, I think you have released your new song. What we call up this one? I think the song is all right. So let's pull up this one first. Uh-huh. From your, so I think this is from your Spotify. All right. And
Yeah,
uh, the song entitled Easy Enough.
yeah.
This is your newest single, is 2022. Would you allow me to play this one?
Yeah, it's also released. I just dropped it yesterday on YouTube also for the lyric video. So if you want to play
Wow.
it from YouTube, you can do that as well. Or if you want to
Mhm.
play it from Spotify, it's fine. You can do either
Wow,
ways.
that, yeah. And after this playing, we will talk a bit with this song. And yeah, people of the world, let's give it up for Ahir with the song Easy Enough.
I see you with your guitar, singing about love and changing the beach in the park. I'm taking in every word. It takes me back to the high school, staring at the locker, brave enough to put a note inside, doing all I can do, chase away the butterfly. Falling in love, it's easy enough. Try to find the one who loves you back, someone you're mental task, but this time I'll get it right, 'cause I can see the colors of your heart, and I know there is a spark with you. I'm seeing you in my dreams, walking hand in hand on a quiet beach. It's such a beautiful scene, and I don't ever wanna leave. It takes me back to the high school, staring at the locker, brave enough to put a note inside, doing all I can do, chase away the butterfly. Falling in love, it's easy enough. Try to find the one who loves you back, someone you're mental task, but this time I'll get it right, 'cause I can see the colors of your heart, and I know there is a spark with you. Maybe there's a future fairy tale wedding, living in a house on a countryside, going on adventures side by side. You can never tell how love is gonna work out. Maybe it's only last a while. You will never know until you try. It's easy enough. Try to find the one who loves you back, someone you're mental task, but this time I'll get it right, 'cause I can see the colors of your heart, and I know there is a spark in love. It's easy enough. Try to find the one who loves you back, someone you're mental task, but this time I'll get it right, 'cause I can see the colors of your heart, and I know there is a spark with you. I see you with your guitar.
Wow. That was really techno, super millennial, super trendy, you know what I mean? And all right, congratulations in advance, Ahir.
Thank you.
What was the inspiration of the song and your group, your team is really did an amazing job. And all right, so please tell us about this song.
Yeah, so I wanted to 2022 when we were planning for the releases, I wanted to do songs which were very relatable and next door, like something that was everybody can relate to. So my first thing that I thought of was love. So everybody falls in love sometime or the other, and especially love has different shades. So it can be heartbreak love, it can be puppy love, it can be crush love, it can be like there's so many forms of love. So I thought of something that was high school, like in high school everybody has one crush. You have this high school days where you either have a crush on a teacher or you have a crush on one guy in high school or maybe your next door neighbor. So everybody goes through that in their life. So that was my first thought, and I told my producer, I said, you know what, did you have a high school crush? He said, yeah, I do. Hell yes, I do. I said, see, all of us have high school crushes. So let's do a song on that. So Easy Enough is a song about high school crush. It's about a song that the girl talks about her crush that she had in high school. So she's going back to that memory of the high school crush that she had. So that's about it. And it was just a simple concept, but I wanted to be more of a mix of today's conversational kind of music
Mhm,
like we
mhm.
have now. So we made that come out really well, and I thank my producer and my songwriter who bring my thoughts into reality always. So yeah, so I think we all got what we wanted. So that's it
Wow.
about Easy Enough.
Wow. And we have a good review from Lenvi Kapulong. Lenvi Kapulong is from Missouri, USA. Shout out to her.
Hello,
And
thank
she
you.
said, awesome song, lovely, Ahir. Bhowmic, you nailed it. Love it. Bravo. Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And also she added, absolutely true, lovely Ahir. Music is everything. Music is life itself. Music makes the world go round, happy and colorful. Wow.
Well said. Thank you. I agree.
Exactly. And I think we also have here what else? From Gemma Scarinas in the Philippines, and she says, hello to your beautiful guest. Wow.
Hello. Thank you for tuning in.
Exactly. And we also have here, yeah, and she added, Landy Kapulong, as long as we have precious memories, yesterday remains. Wow.
Yes.
All right, I hear. Where they can stream and download that specific song.
Okay, so there's just one, you just have to go to my website. It's ahirmusic.com,
Mhm,
and you will get everything there. So all the songs, all the links, everything that you want, you'll get over there. So you just have to go to ahirmusic.com. So it's AHIR
mhm.
music.com. So that's
Wow.
the name of my website, and you'll get all the links there. All my social media links, all my download links, streaming links, everything is there.
Mhm. I
Mhm.
think, yeah, I have here your, uh, is this your web? I think so. Is this one?
Yes, that's the one.
Wow. So, okay, people of the world, this would be a here's website. So we have here those English song, Easy Enough, Precious Life, Rise Again, and we have, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes.
Don Oke Darmian.
Ah, perfect.
And we have here Janam.
Janam.
All
Janam.
right. And how about this Bollywood? You are the one who
Yes.
sang the music. The music.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm the singer of this song in Bollywood.
oh
So
my God.
I've sung the female version. The female voice is my voice.
Oh, lovely. Can you allow me to play this one?
Of
About
course.
Aapki
Aapki
Kashish.
Kashish. Yes.
All right. So, all right, guys. This is the voice behind this title of the song from the Bollywood movie Aapki Kashish by Ahir.
आपकी कशिश सरफरोश है आपका नशा यूं मदहोश है क्या कहे तुमसे जानी गुम हुआ होश है गुम हुआ होश है आपकी कशिश सरफरोश है आपका नशा यूं मदहोश है क्या कहे तुमसे जानिया गुम हुआ होश है गुम हुआ होश है आपकी कशिश सरफरोश है
Can you play? Can you please tell us about how does it mean that song? Oh, sorry, I muted you. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. So as you can see that this one is a duet. It's a duet song of the male singer and me.
Mm-hmm.
And this happened with actually the film Ashik Banaya Aapne is they they were looking for new artists to be uh, a part of the music, and they reached out to me and they said that would you want to be a part of this song. It's a duet song.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's just a smaller female version of the song that you just need to sing the female part of the song. And that is when I had just come into Mumbai and I wanted to get a break in Bollywood, and that was my first break in Bollywood. And I was like very excited about it. I was like, yeah, of course, why not? And that's how it's happened. So they called me and I went in, I met the songwriter, the producer. They heard my music and they said, okay, so she's fixed for the song. And then we recorded the song and then it released. When it released, it was such a hit. This song is one of the most listened songs in India, even today. They play it in all the nightclubs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that was a good break for me. It was a good experience because that's when I got to work with all the people in the industry. That was my first song, and basically all the struggle was started paying off, and it was my first step into Bollywood. So it was a great experience, and it was overwhelming.
Wow. And we also have here your song from your Spotify, and I think this entitled uh, "Precious Life." That this was recorded and released last 2021. And all right, let's give it up for Ahir with her song "Precious Life."
Going through a forest, take a walk around among the shaded trees, picking on the sights and sounds. Look at all the flowers, look at all the creatures, they're beautiful. How could they wanna tear them down? The ones who hold the key are full of lust and greed. They can't ignore forever. We gotta fight for the world we wanna see. Yeah, if we wanna live in harmony, we gotta stand up and make them realize they will lose if they destroy that precious life. Think about the landslides, think about the bushfires, what a tragedy. And they just sit and watch it burn. We try to do our best, but we don't pass the test. We lose our sanity. We don't know how to make them learn. The ones who hold the key are full of lust and greed. They can't ignore forever. We gotta fight for the world we wanna see. Yeah, if we wanna live in harmony, we gotta stand up and make them realize they will lose if it is all that precious life. The world takes time to heal, but how much time do we have? Nature gives and takes away, so we'll stay out of this fight. The world we wanna see. Yeah, if we wanna live in harmony,
Precious life. I think very timely because life right now is so uncertain. And so we need that specific title, Precious Life. Please tell us about that song. Was released last 2001.
Yeah, this song was released when COVID was like on its peak, and
Mhm,
even before COVID, I'm an environmentalist. I am a nature girl. I love my home. I love my planet, and we can all see around us what's going on with global warming and with Amazon bushfires and you know, the Amazon fires and the bushfires that happen in Australia and everything, like, you know, the wars and everything that's around us.
mhm,
It's very heartbreaking to see that our world is getting onto with so much of devastating events. And I am not someone who's really, really powerful to change that, but all I can do as a very small entity is pray and contribute to the smallest way that I can. So I did that. I wanted to release a song. A lot of people discouraged me and said, you know, you're not, what would
mhm,
you do with that message? And who would you give that message to? But I said, but I just, for me, music is a part of my soul. And whatever I do is because I listen to my inner voice. All my songs have something to do with me.
mhm.
So I wanted to give out this message to the world in my smallest way that I can, that this is our home, this is our planet, and we need to do something about it before it's too late. And Precious Life is about that. And I'm so close to this song. It's very important to me and it's very close to me. And I had the involvement of so many people for this song. Everybody said, yes, we want to do this. And you can hear the chorus parts, you know, they have so many people in it singing. And we kind of did everything online. And this is the output. And my producer, my songwriters, my artists, everybody, my distributors, they were so excited about it. They were like, you know, here you really want to do this, because you know, people usually do this when they are in the peak of their career. Michael Jackson did Earth Song when he was Michael Jackson, you know,
Mhm.
and that's when the message went out. But I got hugely inspired by Michael Jackson's Earth Song when I was working on Precious Life. So the same message that he gave out to the world with Earth Song, it's the same message that I'm giving out with Precious Life. Only difference is I am not Michael Jackson in that level, but I'm just a person who lives on this planet, and I just want to give out this message that it's our home, it's our planet, and if we don't take care of it, then who will? You know. So
Exactly.
let's just do this before it's too late, before we lose our home. So that's the message I wanted to give out, and I did it in my small little way. I've contributed, so I'm happy about it.
And the mere fact that your music is really, really substantial in a way that being, environmentalist, you put yourself to to the boundaries of the earth. Being ecological lover. That means
Yeah.
you are using your music, to uplift and give awareness to every one of us,
Yes,
which is
that was the
our
idea.
Mother Earth. Exactly. Wow, really commendable. And I have here your song again. All right, so let's pull up again. And I think I love this one, Rise Again. I think this is also timely for this pandemic and about this so-called war between Russia and Ukraine. So let's give it a four here with her song Rise Again, single released last 2021.
They say that your head's in the sky and it's gonna be tough. And they say you've been trying for too long, but it's not long enough. No matter how far you fall, you learn from it all, and you'll see better days. 'Cause when your will is strong, you'll keep fighting on, and they can't take that away. You will rise again. This is not couple hurdles in your way, but it won't get you down. No matter how far you fall, you learn from it all, and you'll see better days. 'Cause when your will is strong, you keep fighting on, and they can't take that away. You will rise again. This is not the end. So just let go and let the light surround you. You will rise again. You're closer than you've been. Just let go and let your passion guide you. Oh, the ones who count you out are just distractions. You've gotta keep believing in yourself. You will rise again. This is not the end. So just let go and let the light surround you. You will rise again. You're closer than you've been. Just let go and let your passion guide you. You will rise again. Hmm.
Very inspirational, actually. If you have here, if you have a specific song that can help to alleviate the sufferings from the war between Russia and Ukraine, what would it be?
When it comes to my songs, it would be Rise Again, of course.
Mhm.
Um,
The one just played
but
a while ago. Mhm.
yes, just the one that we played because it's you can relate. It's very relatable to
Yes.
anything that is negative and
Mhm.
anything that you have to let go and put yourself back together and rise up and fight for it. Basically, it's a fighter song. It's a song where you talk about survival and you talk about never letting it go and never giving up. So Rise Again, yes, Rise Again is I think the apt song for because after a war there is a lot of times that people in fact it's very difficult for people who actually face it in the war to basically to get up and to put themselves back again and get
Mhm.
on with their normal lives. I think Rise
Mhm.
Again is one song that they can motivate themselves. It tells you to motivate yourself and just put yourself back together. I know it's very easy said and done. War is something that nobody should face and nobody should go
Mhm.
through.
Yeah.
But we are adaptable species and we are strong. We are very strong. And if we want to do something, we can do it. So if it's about rising up and about getting yourself back together again, we can do that. And I think the world is there to help. We are all there to help each other. So yeah, so it would be Rise Again that just
Wow.
played.
Wow. For tonight, the one that I will take away from you here is you always put your music into the right path wherein you can inspire many people of the world. And I think you are you are in your right track. You have this vision, you have this mission to begin with. And you are using your platform as a musician to share and care and show what it's all about. What music means a lot. It's not just entertaining. You feel you felt fulfillments and you want some glitz in the glamour. Not that sense. Not all that sense. It's not about all the glitz and the glamour. It's your mission to do so, to inspire others, and that's who you are as an artist. Wow.
Thank you.
And all right, if you have valuable message to all the young generation of today, specifically musician, what would it be and why?
Um, I would say that I'm one of you, and we are all one family. And what you feel is what I feel.
Mhm.
And just do not attract or do not let anybody take your shine away from you or dim your lights. It's something that you feel and something that you have to do. Nobody can take that away from you, and nobody can stop you. The only person who can stop you and thing who can stop you is yourself. So it doesn't matter how old are you, it doesn't matter where you come from, what is your color, what's your race, what's your nationality, what language you speak. If you want to do something, only you can do it and nobody else can. And if there are people who try to bring you down, who you try to dim your lights, just like the song says, treat them like distractions. So they are distractions, they are not who you are. So that is the message that I want to give all of you. I am also learning, I'm also growing, I'm one of you. So we
Mhm.
are all in this together. So never give up, keep fighting, keep growing, and keep upgrading yourself, and keep giving out good music to the world. Let the world have a lot of good music because it needs a lot of good music and it needs us, needs musicians like us. So that's it.
Lovely. Wow. And I'm speechless actually. And I have here your one of your song. I'm quite curious about this one. Dono ke ma
Yeah,
Dono
that's a
ke
Hindi song. Yeah.
Darmian. All right, so let's give it up for Ahir with her song Dono ke Marmian. Marmian. All right, here we go.
Darmiyan. Yeah.
Thank you.
तुझ में मैं आज भी गुम हूँ, मुझ में तू आज भी गुम है। तुझ में मैं आज भी गुम हूँ, मुझ में तू आज भी गुम है। तुझ में मैं आज भी गुम हूँ, मुझ में तू आज भी गुम है। रिश्ता ये दोनों के दरमियाँ, estoy contigo para siempre, te amo. Estoy contigo para siempre, te amo. तेरी मीठी यादों में पिघलते हुए सारी सारी रातें गुजार दी, सारी सारी रातें गुजार दी। चैन से खुद को मिटाते हुए मैंने जिंदगी को संवार ली, मैंने जिंदगी को संवार ली। तुझ में मैं आज भी गुम हूँ, मुझ में तू आज भी गुम है। तुझ में मैं आज भी गुम हूँ, मुझ में तू आज भी गुम है। रिश्ता ये दोनों के दरमियाँ, estoy contigo para siempre, te amo. Estoy contigo para siempre, te amo. सोचे बिना जाने बिना कैसे सनम राहों में जुदा हम हो गए राहों में जुदा हम हो गए नजरें मिलाए बिना नजरों से हम कैसे इतनी दूर चले गए कैसे इतनी दूर चले गए तुझ में मैं आज भी गुम हूँ मुझ में तू आज भी गुम है तुझ में मैं आज भी गुम हूँ मुझ में तू आज भी गुम है रिश्ता ये दोनों के दरमियाँ estoy contigo para siempre te amo estoy contigo para siempre te amo estoy contigo para siempre te amo estoy contigo para siempre te amo
Wow. What can I say? It's you mentioned a bit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Spanish?
Yes, absolutely.
Lovely. Yeah, I love it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Please tell us about that song as well.
It's again, like I said, I like to experiment different
Uh-huh.
forms of music.
Yeah.
So I wanted to bring in the Spanish sounds with a Hindi song.
Mhm.
And that's when I got the Spanish version. You can see even the instruments that are used
Yeah.
in the song, they are Spanish instruments that we use for
Exactly. Yeah.
Spanish songs. And we wanted to give a Spanish line because we wanted to make it into a very Spanish kind of a feel. It's a Hindi song, but it's got a Spanish touch and a Spanish feel to it. So it's a mix of Hindi and Spanish cultures, basically. And it's about love. It's about this girl who talks about her lover and who talks about it's basically a simple love song. So estoy contigo para siempre te amo. It means that I will always be beside you and I'll always love you.
Love you.
So no matter what. So it's like that. So this is something that she talks about that I'm in love with you, and maybe we have distanced from each other, but we still feel for each other. There are circumstances that happens in life that you're not with the same person, but you do have feelings for them, and you do love them, and you do think about them. So it's about that. So it's basically a love song, a simple love song.
Exactly. Wow. Being I think you are one of the indie artists worldwide that you did a great job in terms of very commendable music, the meaning itself, the way you experiment your music, and your tone is really commendable. And if there's some message from all over, for all over the musician of the world, what would it be?
I would encourage everybody to collaborate. I think collaboration is a great because we are so musically rich, all of us in our own countries, and
Mhm.
it's so nice when you mix different cultures and when you create something. Like nowadays we have people getting married to different cultures, and then you have the product, like
Yes, yes.
so it's like that. It's like you are mixing two different sounds, and what comes out, it's beautiful. So I would encourage, in fact, I want to work on something in the Philippines. I want to collaborate with people and do something in Tagalog. I mean, that would be great, so
Wow.
I always try to kind of get different sounds. It's not like because you're from a different country or from a certain country you can only want to do music from that country. No, I mean,
Mhm.
go out, explore, and we have the social media, which
Yes.
is the biggest advantage. We can reach out to anybody, we can collaborate, and that's what I'm doing. And trust me, guys, it's so much fun and it's so much knowledge. So I would encourage all of you who's tuned in and who would listen to this to go out, reach out to people in the United States, in Europe, in the Asian countries, South Asian countries, and just club and just mix different sounds and create something new. Put in your version, put in their version, and
Yep.
get into a nice little kind of mashup and create sounds. And I think that'll be beautiful. That would sound beautiful. So I would encourage that to all the musicians. Yeah.
Thank you, Ahir. All right, please
Thank you.
promote your songs in Spotify. Please feel free to promote those, my friend.
Yeah, so I've just released my new single last week. It dropped on the 11th of March. It's called Easy Enough. Please let me know what you think. You know my website. It's ahirmusic.com. You can reach out to me. Send me an email if you personally want to reach out. And I reply to all my emails. Trust me, I do. And you can connect with me on Instagram. I'm very active on Instagram and Facebook. So connect with me on Instagram, Facebook, and let me know your views, because I'm working on a lot of music this year, and I would love to hear from you what you feel. Give me suggestions, and that will help me a lot as an artist, because I love, well, getting as much as knowledge that I can, and also from you, Marvin. I would love to get your feedback on the
Yes.
song, and that's all. That's all. Please listen to it and let me know what you think.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right. We know for a fact that, of course, there's a lot of multicultural artists around the world, and well versed actually in terms of the way they express their music. What sets you apart from them?
Okay, so first of all, I am an artist who's independent and who's not signed by a label. And I think I'm one of those artists who has been a Bollywood, a major, I've done a major Bollywood project, and somebody who's doing, who's also an American pop singer. So I'm a blend of both. So I think I'm one of those independent, very few independent artists who've got experience in Bollywood as well as American pop. So I think that's what sets me apart. And you never know. I'm still in the journey of getting that badge of being somebody who's iconic. It would take me a while, hopefully, if everything goes well. And I'm still on that journey. So yeah, so I think Bollywood experience, because coming from Indian origin, and singing American pop entirely, because all my songs are registered to ASCAP. It's released from the American companies, so everything that's done is done from the US. So it's entirely registered and licensed over there. So yeah, I think that's what sets me apart. Yeah.
Wow. All right. First and foremost, thank you once again for allowing me to have you once again.
Thank you.
And the mere fact that you spending your time, I know you are busy artist, busy person, but you quickly nod at me and my invitation. Marvin Velasquez SongLists Show is really well blessed to have you once again. Your music, the message of your music, and the way you portray yourself in around the world is really commendable. You will go far, a long way
Thank
here.
you.
And I'm one of the greatest supporters here back here in the Philippines, and as well as my show, Marvin Velasquez SongLists Show. I wish you good luck. Any
Thank
final
you, Marvin.
words to your supporters, my friend? Any final words?
Guys, let's make this world a much musical and better place. Let's do this together. We are all in this together. I'm not somebody who's different in any way, but we are all in this together. Let's just do this. And one thing that I want to tell all of you is, please continue doing what you do. I've heard a lot of new nice songs before I got into this interview today, and I think all you guys are superb and great. Love your voices. Keep doing that, and I would encourage all of you to keep fighting and keep nourishing your craft and releasing great music into the world.
Lovely. Wow. Once again, let's give it up for Ahir. He is a singer and recording artist all the way from Qatar. Thank you once again, my friend.
Thank
You
you. Thank you
have,
for having me.
of course, you have my 101% of full support. So I
Thank
love your
you.
music. I love all of you. I love everything about your music and your personality being an artist. So keep it up.
Thank you.
And once
Definitely.
you already reach your peak of your career, please don't forget me.
Of course
All right.
not. You're coming
All
with
right.
me.
And I'd love the idea of might as well we do have a collaboration. Since I hope that this COVID-19, has will vanish away, so we can travel freely
Oh,
around the world.
yes.
And
I hope to.
I'm looking forward for our future collaboration. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'm excited for it. Look forward. Have a nice
Exactly.
day. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you so
Thank,
much.
thank you
Love
so
to
much,
all of you.
Ahir. Wow, lovely. That was Ahir. Oh my, all the way from, well, she's from Qatar. How lovely, how substantial artist she is, actually. And once again, in behalf of Marvin Velasquez SongLists Show, thank you so much, Miss Ahir. He is a singer recording artist all the way from Qatar for gracing my show. And thank you for allowing me to have you once again, sharing your music, each and every one of us. Very commendable artist. So, again, guys, in behalf of Rusty Malilin, CEO of Erasmus Talents and Entertainment Management, good evening and good night. This is Marvin Velasquez, your boss and representative of the Philippines, saying, in every stone being thrown to you, don't be hurt. Don't fight them back. Instead, be happy, pray, collect those stones, and build an empire. Thank you so much.
I keep saying no.